There are 22.7 million people in Australia and 200 million rabbits. That's 10 rabbits for every single human. The government calls them a national disaster. But 6,000 miles away, China did something insane. They imported millions of these same destructive pests on purpose. And what happened next turned a dead desert into a gold mine. Here's the twist nobody saw coming. China didn't bring in 4 million rabbits for food. They brought them in for an experiment so strange that scientists laughed at it, until the results left the entire world speechless. Picture this: green farmland turning into dry, dead sand. That's called desertification. And China's Kubuqi desert was ground zero. At its worst, it was swallowing 500,000 acres of usable land every single year. Entire villages were being buried alive in sand. For 20 straight years, through the 1950s and 60s, China threw everything at this problem. Sand control stations, mass tree planting, government funding. Nothing worked. The desert just kept winning. Then one man, a local entrepreneur named Wang Wenbiao, did something so bizarre that his own neighbors mocked him. He started building squares out of dead, dry bushes across hundreds of acres of open sand. People thought he'd lost his mind. Inside those squares, he planted willow trees, but not ordinary ones. These trees send roots down 300 feet chasing hidden water, while the dead bushes shielded the saplings from brutal desert winds. For 3 years, it actually worked. Then a new problem showed up. The willows needed constant pruning to grow thick, valuable trunks. But cutting thousands of branches by hand in the middle of a desert was a nightmare. So Wang did something no one expected. He brought in rabbits, not to eat crops, to eat the problem itself. Enter the Rex rabbit, a breed with fur so soft it rivals an otter's. These rabbits devoured the thin new branches, which forced the main trunks to grow thicker and more valuable for the paper and furniture industry. Translation: the rabbits ate for free, and China got premium timber for nothing. But it gets even crazier. As those 300-foot roots spread underground, they locked the sand in place so wind couldn't blow it away anymore. Meanwhile, the rabbit droppings became natural fertilizer, and since one female Rex rabbit can birth 50 babies a year, this waste multiplied fast, turning barren sand into farmland, growing actual organic vegetables. Here's the part that broke scientists' brains. Rabbits digest grass, but not the seeds inside it. So every dropping planted new grass automatically. The rabbits fed the willows, grew the grass, fertilized the soil, and produced luxury fur. A complete, self-running ecosystem. Powered by an animal Australia was actively trying to destroy. Wang didn't stop there. He rented 100 bulldozers, flattened sand dunes, filled in pits, and pushed the Chinese government to hand out millions of rabbits to local families, turning ordinary homes into working rabbit farms almost overnight. 10 years later, the results were undeniable. Out of Kubuqi's 18,600 square kilometers of pure desert, a UN report confirms 6,350 square kilometers, 33% of the entire desert, had turned green. Scientists stopped calling it the Sea of Death. They started calling it an ecological marvel. And this wasn't just an environmental win. It was an economic explosion. The Chinese government poured in 3 billion yuan, about $400 million, building new villages and jobs. Today, over 2,000 working farms, 3 million Rex rabbits sold every single year. Nearly 10,000 families pulled out of poverty. So, here's the question that should be breaking your brain right now. If rabbits are turning deserts into paradise in China, why are they destroying an entire continent in Australia? The answer is almost too simple. In 1859, one British settler released just 24 rabbits into the wild for hunting. No predators, no control, no plan. 70 years later, they'd multiplied into a plague. In China, every rabbit is managed, farmed, and part of a system. In Australia, they were let loose with zero control. Same animal, opposite outcome. That's the whole story. But Kubuqi isn't done shocking the world. Hidden in this same desert is the largest solar image on Earth, the Jamuna Solar Power Plant. 6,000 acres. Nearly 5 million solar panels arranged into the shape of a galloping horse, so massive it's visible from space, and it holds an actual Guinness World Record. By 2022, this single solar farm generated 2.3 billion kilowatts of clean energy, saved 7,600 tons of coal, and cut 1.8 million tons of carbon emissions. But here's the part almost nobody talks about. Those solar panels are also fighting the desert. Shade from the panels stops evaporation, letting grass grow underneath. Grass that gets eaten and reseeded by, you guessed it, Rex rabbits. The panels even cut wind speed in half, stopping sand from spreading further. Solar power, rabbits, and willow trees, all working the same system together. Today, if you walk through Kubuqi, you won't find a wasteland. You'll find sheep, goats, ducks, and rabbits grazing peacefully under solar panels. Surrounded by willow forests, proof that a sea of death really can become a sea of life. And here's why this matters far beyond China. 50% of Earth's land is desert, and 40% of the world is actively fighting desertification right now. Scientists in America and Europe are studying this exact model, because if it worked here, it could work almost anywhere. One small, useless pest, one stubborn entrepreneur, one green revolution that fed families, powered cities, and rewrote what an entire desert could become. If this story blew your mind, hit like right now. It takes 2 seconds and it tells me to make more of these. Drop a comment. Would you have believed rabbits could save a desert? Subscribe now so you don't miss the next unbelievable true story. And share this with the one friend who needs to see it. See you in the next video.